My sophomore year of college, some classmates and I took a 2-week trip to Ireland to learn about Irish culture. It was either Ireland or Russia, and I'm Russian in heritage, so I wanted to explore another culture besides my own. However, after I signed up, I found out that since it was a school-sponsored trip, we couldn't drink. This is a pretty unheard of policy for most colleges where I'm from. So if it sounds strange to you, it sounded strange to me as well. Especially considering beer and whiskey are the best parts of Irish culture. A few days into the trip, we had an afternoon without a tour guide, so I popped into some small trinket shops in a more historic part of the village of Drum. There was an old pub, and so I popped in. You know, to look at the architecture and all. 2 warm beers and 2 neat glasses of single malt whiskey later, myself and the bar owner were potato deep in a conversation about Ireland. For some reason, we landed on the topic of urban legends. He told me of the Dearg of Shea. Long ago, the only daughter of a farmer named Murphy fell madly in love with a man named Shea. Murphy wanted his daughter to marry a well-to-do man, whose name time has forgotten. There was a fight and a broken hymen somewhere along the line, and the daughter of Murphy killed herself by jumping off Shea's shack, built of low-quality lumber. When Murphy and the man who stole his daughter's virtue arrived at Shea's shack for some street justice, this young woman rose from the dead and sucked dry the blood of the ones who wronged her. Wanting to put the vengeful spirit of his dead lover to rest, Shea rebuilt his shack out of stone, said to contain spirits like Murphy's daughter, known as Dearg. If not buried under stone, a Dearg will rise from the dead once a year to seduce and claim a victim. Intrigued, I took notes on my phone and asked my tour guide about it the next day. We actually made a trip out to Shea Shack, and instantly I knew why it wasn't on the tour proper. It wasn't in a great state, nor did it hold much weight in terms of history. The Dearg of Shea Shack is a little-known drum story, not a widely known Irish folktale. I asked about the caution sign, and the tour guide had no explanation, only to say that kids must have broken into the abandoned shack. Checking around the back, I found an opening in the floor to the basement.